Hello everybody, from Pápa TV, this is Patty Williams. Welcome you to another English edition of this week's news. In honor of the National Holocaust Commemoration Day, the government of Pápa recently organized an event at the local synagogue. The commemoration date, January 27th, is the same as the date of liberation from Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration camp. This camp, which held over 1 million people between July 1940 and January 1945, included more than 2,000 people from Pápa. Survivor Ferenc Koltai spoke at this year's commemoration about his experiences before, during, and after World War II. Mr. Koltai was held in several extermination camps before returning home in August of 1945. Composer Zsolt Serei was the guest at the Ferenc Gurács Thinking Circle in January. Mr. Serei, who is associated professor at Ferenc Liszt Music Art University, was born in Takashi and raised in Pápa. He shared some of his earliest memories playing piano and composing. Mr. Serei even played part of his composition 7 Minutes for 20 years. Two local bands, Gopher Head and Corvuș, recently held a charity concert at the pub Urdog Pins to raise money for a children's home in Cofașna, Romania. Patrick Varga, bassist of the band Gopher Head, has visited this children's home and witnessed firsthand the conditions of the facility. Varga acknowledged that the basic needs are covered for the 50 children that live there, but it is not enough. The concert was able to raise over 20,000 forint for the children of the home. Students from 6 local schools recently had the opportunity to learn about ancient Egyptian life. Museum educator led some of the lessons, which included learning about hieroglyphic writing, the meaning and history of Egyptian mummies, and painted coffins and crafting. Amulets from clay. Charcosin Pap Judith, teacher at the Varga Gulai Primary School, was glad these students were able to learn about this era in such a creative way. Ishvan Tur Secondary Grammar School held an open house on January 29th for students interested in entering an 8-year program. This program targets students who plan to go on to university studies when finished with secondary school and the final exams. One advantage students will gain through this plan is that working with the same teachers for 8 full years will allow the teachers to help students develop individual strengths and talents. Current 4th graders must have applications submitted by February 15th to be considered for enrollment next year. Beginning December 27, 2012, new garbage collection fees were introduced in Pápa. The new waste bill will have a basic fee and a bin empty fee. The basic fee will remain the same each month. However, the bin emptying fee will vary from week to week depending on the size of the garbage bin. For those who have to pay this bill, there is going to be an extension granted for the current bill. As long as payment is received by February 15th, no late fee will be charged. Also, beginning February 7th, public utilities will have new hours. Their office hours will be open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to noon, and Thursday from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Children from the Shoka kindergarten held a special day dedicated to bears. The children learned new nursery rhymes and songs about bears. Each child related in his or her own personal way to the life of bears as they had become more and more familiar with the real life of bears beyond their storybook images. Children brought their own bears to the show and created an exhibit of 300 bears. The exhibit remains open to children from other kindergartens for a teddy bearish good time for a while. And now the weather forecast. This week weather forecast for Pápa expect to see a 70% chance of snow flurries today with temperatures around -2 Celsius. Tuesday and Wednesday we will see some rain showers. You can expect partly cloudy skies throughout the rest of the week and weekend, with temperatures staying at 5 degrees Celsius to -2 degrees in the evenings. Please be sure to check your local weather sources for daily update as the forecast may change. For upcoming events in Pápa, come and join us as to celebrate Farsang Mardi Gras style, February 8th at the Griff Hotel at 7 p.m. The cost is 2,000 forint. There will be finger food, pay-as-you-go bar, and a DJ to help us party all night. Dress up is optional and having fun is mandatory. For more information, contact Seni Balint. And speaking about Carnival, do you know that Farsang in Hungary starts on Epiphany, which is January 6, and it ends on Ash Wednesday, which is February 13. Farsang is marked by many from fun activities, masquerade balls, and noisy parades that is aimed to scare off winter and welcome spring. One of the most delicious treats are the carnival donuts. There are many celebrations held throughout Hungary, with the Busójáras in Mohacs being the most popular. This festival origins in the 17th century when villagers dressed in grotesque masks and florid costumes to frighten away invading Turkish forces. Masks are known as busó, and these are passed down from generation to the next. They are made out of carved wood, painted with ox blood, with animal skins covering the top and ram's horns. Everything from either side. The Busó parade in Mohacs is said to be the biggest carnival event in Hungary. This celebration is acknowledged by the UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. So now you know. From Pápa TV, make sure to check us out next week. This is Patty Williams. Thank you for watching.